This is a presentation by Survey Group 3 on the enforcement of immigration laws. Immigration is a topic of much controversy and debate not only in the United States but throughout the world. Tempering the desire for safety are the mitigating issues of compassion towards those who are fleeing from tyrannical governments, persecution, war, or grim economic opportunity. The purpose of this study is to examine whether or not there is a significant disparity of opinion between males and non-males in the class. Our topic is specifically on enforcing the already existing immigration laws. It is estimated that there are about 17 to 22 million illegal immigrants in the United States. The sharp rise of unlawful immigration in just the last decade has sparked innumerable social and political debates. A study conducted in Europe tested the theory if men or women were more likely to hold anti-immigrant attitudes towards different types of immigrants. According to Edward Alden's article, Immigration and Border Control, there is a disproportionate number of Mexican immigrants who have entered the United States illegally. These same illegal alien immigrants also commit a higher number of violent criminal offenses, many of which are linked to the illicit drugs that are also coming across the southern border. Our hypothesis is that males tend to support the strict enforcement of immigration laws more than non-males. For our data, we collected student opinions on the enforcement of immigration laws. The singular survey question presented here was graded on a 5-point scale. Our data sample included 51 university students enrolled in the Bachelor's of Applied Science 3020 Foundations of Inquiry and Discovery at the University of North Texas. These participants were enrolled in this course, Section 902, during the fall 2019 semester. The details of our data analysis shows a 14% difference between males and non-males, therefore supporting our hypothesis. The next slide will show a detailed table recording our data analysis. As you'll see on our second table, the data was recorded by combining strongly agree and agree categories. The columns were combined to reflect the comparison groups stated in the hypothesis. The percentages were then recalculated. As you can see from our results, 67% of males agree with supporting the strict enforcement of immigration laws. 53% of non-males agree with supporting the strict enforcement of immigration laws, with a 14% difference between males and non-males. The results of our survey are in favor of our hypothesis. There could be several factors causing the difference in ideology. The primary reason hypothesized is that even though women are joining the labor force at record highs, males still make up more significant percentage of the said workforce. Extending our discussion, men are usually required to work despite their marital status, and as such will likely need employment until death or retirement. Every job that is taken by an illegal immigrant creates less opportunity for an American that lives in this country to find a place of employment. This is particularly true of the millions of low-skilled, low-wage earning citizens who are the most affected by the illegal immigrants pouring across the borders. Thus, every immigrant could represent a direct threat to their financial stability and future. We will conclude our presentation with a few ideas for future research. There are numerous ways to expand and improve upon this study. The data from this study has restrictions due to the limited questions and small sample size from our population. We recognize the results of this study may not be deemed as a representation of the university student body or on a national level. For future research, we also recommend an examination of how political affiliations affect attitudes towards immigration enforcement. We also recommend a further review of the following variables: age, race, education, religious affiliation, and geographic location. Each of the variables listed on the previous slide could be tested individually and then combined into a meta-analysis to offer a more comprehensive view of attitudes towards stricter immigration enforcement. Another interesting study would be examining how a community sources its news affects attitudes towards various immigration topics. The independent variables could be the different types of media, such as mainstream news outlets, blogs, social media, and talk radio.